Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. This is my night 2 Premier League darts review and my night 3 preview for the Premier League darts all in one video. So let's get straight into it. Starting off with the quarterfinals. And we make our way to obviously the final last night. Obviously you can see on your screen on who won the night. But starting off with the night 2 winner, a bit of a spoiler, Mike Van Derwen, picking off a 6-4 win against Nathan Aspinall. Nathan Aspinall was unreal. He was averaging 110, I think, over 110 for the first half of the game, where he was 3-0 up. He was 4-1 up, Nathan Aspinall. Nathan Aspinall was 4-1 up in the game. And Mike Van Derwen ended up competing the comeback. And I mean that told a story for the rest of the night, really, because it's probably one of the best Premier League nights we've probably ever seen. One of the best Premier League nights we've seen in the Premier League, in my opinion. So competitive all the way through in all the games, as you can see on your screen. Mike Van Derwen was the first one on the night to complete a comeback and turn it around against Nathan Aspinall to win 6-4. As expected, it was a battle for them. I didn't expect that. But I honestly thought Aspinall would have finished Van Derwen off, to be honest with you, when I was watching it. But Van Derwen, he just has that barrage, doesn't he, Mike Van Derwen? And he knows how to come back as well. And Michael Smith, the second game of the night, Michael Smith against Derwin Price, obviously the repeat of the night 1 final. This time the quarterfinals, they played out a chat set on night 2 of the Premier League. Michael Smith coming out a 6-5 winner in the asset side against Derwin Price. Derwin Price averaging 104, Michael Smith averaging 101. And it really is good for Michael Smith. And again, a bit of a comeback again, really, in this match. Because Price, from what I remember, Price was 3-1 up in the game. And Michael Smith again, he turned it around. As well. I'm pretty sure Price might have been 3-0 up last year. Might have been 3-0 up. And then Smith turned it around with a last year decided win over Derwin Price. And next up, there was no comeback in this game between Yuki and Rob Cross. Yuki unreal, 104 average. And Yuki looked like he wasn't going to run away with the game because he was averaging over 110. But I'm pretty sure from what I remember, I think all the lads went all on 4. Rob Cross won on his 4, Yuki won on his 4, and it ended up being a 6-5 win for Yuki. And that is a good win for Yuki against a top player like Rob Cross. I know he's beaten him before, the World Championship, but we need to be real, the World Championship was on the format. It's quite tough in a short format, in my opinion, because you can't start off slow in a short format because the game could be done just like that. So a 6-5 win for Yuki as he went on to face Hugh Humphreys, who picked up a 6-4 win over Peter White. Much better from Peter White, a much better performance from we recently seen of Peter White. Changed his darts then. Imagine my shock with Peter White. And look, it's not prime Peter White. Yes, be real. It's not prime Peter White. It still looked like it wasn't a good performance from Peter White, but it's been better than recent times from Peter White. And he debuted Humphreys again. And the difference was for Peter White, as much as he averaged 94, he did take out a few Tom Plus shutouts as well, Peter White. So he's back. He is back on that sense, hitting them Tom Plus shutouts. It's still the stalling that is Peter White's problem, isn't it? It's still the stalling for me. And it's a big win for Hugh Humphreys. It is a big win because it is a Premier League debut, making his Premier League debut as well, and he's finally got points on the board, Hugh Humphreys. Now on to the semi-finals. Mike Van Derwen and Michael Smith. Mike Van Derwen averaging 107, Michael Smith averaging 98. And then that's the decider between these two. They paid out that's the decider in night one as well. Mike Van Duren and Michael Smith. And but I'm sorry, people. This is a bit of a want for me because already we've seen Luke Yates versus Luke Humphries twice. We've already seen Mike Van Duren and Michael Smith twice. Michael Smith and Duren Price twice. And for me, people, this is just another one. This is just another one where this Prem League format, they say you won't pay each other more than twice. Well, I'm sorry, but they're a bit of a contradiction because you do pay more than each other twice. And Wayne Mardle said it in commentary saying, "Oh, we don't see these two players pay each other a lot of times in this Prem League." Well, nothing funny. You said they don't pay each other more than twice. I mean, come on, make your mind up. But I've been saying this for years. About this format. You do pay each other more than twice. I just don't like this format. I really don't. I just don't. I've said it for like 3 years in a row now. But the fans love it. The fans that are attending the event, they love it. Oh yeah, I'm not denying that. It'd be absolute dreamland. Imagine seeing quarterfinals, semi-finals, and final on the same night. Yeah, dreamland. But for the TV viewer like me, it's look. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed watching that. I still enjoy watching it. Don't even want. But I don't like it personally. I just don't like the format personally. I really don't. I really don't like the format personally, but they are going to keep it. And Matt Porter, Ian said, and the stats don't lie. You can't disagree with him. The stats don't lie. A lot of people enjoy it, so I don't like the format personally, but I will still obviously watch it because I love my darts, of course. And Mike Van Duren loves it, doesn't he? He loves the format because he would love it though, because it will put him in the rhythm as well. And you gotta say, it should help all these players really. It should put them all in the rhythm. The problem I got with it is these players have got families. They're going to be paying qualifiers as well. UPA, for example, he's going to be paying in hooping qualifiers. So it's going to affect his chances of winning a night in the next 2 nights, in my opinion. Because hooping qualifiers are tough. They're tough, people. Especially when the day after you don't have to travel down to the venue as well. And these players not families. These players have been so many games over the years. Darts is so respected. It's a so respected sport. And I don't dislike any darts player. I really don't. Because I respect them. I respect them all for the amount of games they play over the whole year. Like tour events, like events on tour, in the pro tour, hooping tour as well. Qualifiers as well. They deserve respect for me. They deserve respect. And this is why I love darts. This is why I love it. But they do need to see their family. I'm sorry, people, but they do. They do need to see their families. I think the darts needs to do something where they may need to get removed from the tournaments for me, because I think it's too much. I think it's going to be too much of these players as well. You look at Peter White. Now. There's a reason why he's dropping down the PC Order Merit, because he can't keep playing all these games every year. And he's going to keep changing the PC Order Merit. He's going to keep changing, because Mike Van Duren, he won out of that at some point. I mean, I don't know how he does it. Mike Van Duren, he's just relentless. Honestly. But yeah, that's my point on the game. But that's my point on the whole Prem League format, and I do think darts for me does need to change something, in my opinion, because all these players, not even the players that aren't in the Prem League, they all got families for me. They want to spend time with, they want to spend time with. So I think that for me, there does need to be, albeit, but even Shanley, they didn't have a break because it still went on to Dawn, Pierre, and the Bahrain Darts Masters. I don't like them tournaments personally. I really don't. All these Masters tournaments, but then it's for the money, isn't it? It's for the money. It's to grow the sport even more. And to be fair, the Bahrain Darts Masters, he brings these Bahrain players through as well, and the Asia players. So I don't know what darts can do really. I don't know what it can do because I do feel sorry for all these players because they do have families for me that they want to spend time with. I don't think a couple of days or 1 week is enough to be spending time with family, in my opinion. I do think they need at least a month to spend time with family. Let's be real. And I do think these players do need a bit of a rest as well. They do need a bit of a rest because they keep practicing. Oh, yeah, albeit you don't practice every day, but you keep on playing. You keep on playing game after game after game every month. Yeah, you get a day's rest, but I don't know. I feel there should be 1 month where you can get a break in between, in my opinion. Obviously, it's how the Prem League, because the Prem League's on from February to May, so we can't do anything about that. Can we? I think they just have to suck it up with that. It's like the two Masters, for example. Do they really need to be playing that in February? I mean, this is the thing. They have the Masters and the Prem League in February, and on with March as well. The Masters, the UK Open, and the Prem League as well. Too many events. I think darts needs a change of calendar for me. Too many events. And I understand what they're doing with the World Series. They're trying to grow the game, and that's great. But I do feel sorry for these players having to play all these games as well. So, yeah, I know I've waffled on. About that. I mean, that could be another talking point for another day. But it does relate to the Premier League format as well. But yeah, Mike Van Derwen, 6-5 win over Mike Smith. I think we spoke about that. I've made that set decider. Brilliant game to watch. Quality game to watch. Mike Van Derwen on top form in that game. I mean, that's unreal. These averages you see on your screen, they are just unreal, aren't they? Especially UK, I was 104 in squad plots. And in the other semi-final, UK, probably for the first time, for once, UK averaged below 100. But then, he picked up a 6-5 win over Hugh Humphreys, who averaged over 103. Hugh Humphreys, who averaged over 103. But the main thing for Humphreys is he's got the points now on the board. I know I predicted him to win the Prem League. I think he'll kick on now. I do think he'll kick on in terms of the nets, especially in terms of the nets. Obviously, the next one, the next week we will talk about. He'll be very happy to reach the final as well. Very happy to reach the final. Adds them 3 points on the board as well for UK, who did use out 6-5 in the final to Mike Van Derwen. A traumatic last year between Van Derwen and UK. It punch for punch between the two of them in the final. Both averaging over 100. Good quality game, good standard game. As you expect from the two informed players, you have to say. People say Van Derwen's out of form. I don't think he is out of form. Because he just recently reached the final of the Masters. I mean, and this is what Van Derwen does best. When he's peed off, Van Derwen at his best. When he uses the final, he bounces back. Straight away, and he goes on to win the night. And I'm pretty sure I don't for Van Derwen to win the night as well. In terms of my night 2 predictions, I predicted Van Derwen Humphreys, didn't I? I predicted Van Derwen Humphreys final, so I was so close to getting it right, spot on. But I did predict Van Derwen would win night 2 after having a very disappointing first night, not scoring points. I just thought, he'd be peed off now. So, well done to Mike Van Derwen for winning night 2. The night 2 stats, nice total average of over 100. That's good, isn't it? It really is. Highest checkout, Michael Smith and Darren Price, both hitting a 170, by the way. In their maths against each other. I think that's the start. That was the first time them two hit a 170 against each other. Both of them hit a 170 since, I can't remember which year it was. Was it 2019 or 2022? I think it was one of them 2 years, wasn't it? That's where I saw a start. Most 180s, as expected, Mike Van Durden with 13. A total 180s of 49. That's fucking good, to be fair. And these are the table then. After 2 nights, Michael Smith currently sits top. Michael Van Durden in second. Duke in third. Darren Price in fourth in that final playoff spot. Rob Cross in fifth. New Company's obviously in the points now in sixth. Nathan Aspinall and Peter White are the only players not to be in the points. And we now move on to night 3, where we go to Casdor. So Peter White will be happy. He'll have the crowd support. Peter White, and be very interesting. Be very interesting to see if what form Peter White will be in as well. So starting off with Rob Cross against Michael Smith. In the first game, quite a tough one to call, actually. Quite a tough one to call. Rob Cross, no mud either. He's got the finishing, while Michael Smith has got the stalling, hasn't he? And Michael Smith's actually improved on finishing as well. And for me, I think Michael Smith is. I fancy Rob Cross, actually. I do fancy Rob Cross. I think it'd be a good game. Be a good standard game for me. I'm going for Rob Cross to win, actually, against Michael Smith. I'm going for Rob Cross to win 6. Oh, I see. It's a tough one. No, I'm going to do Michael Smith. No, I'm changing my mind. I'm going to do Michael Smith to beat Rob Cross 6-4. I'm going for the 6-4 win for Michael Smith against Rob Cross. I think it's that sort of game, isn't it? 6-4, 6-5 for me. So Michael Smith to make it through to another semi-final on the night. Up next, Mike Van Durden against Peter White. Now, this is interesting. Peter White, obviously in Casdor, he's going to have all the support. Sniffed by Peter White. It's happened to FF Van Durden. Van Durden's been booed before, and he's won trophies when he's been booed as well. I have to go for Van Durden just in terms of form. But again, Peter White takes something from that Youth Company's performance to say, well, I only lost 6-4, and he averaged 103, and I averaged 94. So maybe Peter White is slowly coming back, but I think. But I am sorry to Peter White, but I think this will be a demolition job. I really do. I'm going to go for 6-1. I'm going to go for a 6-1 win for Mike Van Durden against Peter White for me. But to be fair, I said a demolition job for Humphreys against Van Durden and against Peter White, and that ended 6-4. So it just depends on Peter White, doesn't it? But I think Van Durden won't be bothered about the crowd support, and he'll do a job, and 6-1 win for Mike Van Durden, and to meet Michael Smith once again in the semi-final. Up next, Nathan Aspinall against Duke Humphreys. Again, Aspinall will make this a battle for Duke Humphreys, but I think But Aspinall showed that he does have the storming power, because he was 4-1 or 4-2 up on Mike Van Durden. So if Aspinall can start like that again, it'll put him in good stead. But Duke Humphreys, he's like Mike Van Durden. He's good at coming back as well. So I'm done for 6-5, actually. I'm done for that signing that one between Aspinall and Humphreys. I'm done 6-5 in Duke Humphreys' favour. Duke Humphreys' favour, in my opinion. And finally, Darren Price against Duke Yetter. I think UK are struggled for me. I think he's got two hooping tour qualifiers. He's got two hooping qualifiers before night 3 and night 4. So I think UK might actually struggle people to cope with that, in my opinion. If he doesn't, then fucking hell, he's a fucking Ian Human, isn't he? Ian Human, but at the same time, UK. But I think Price is true a win for me against UK. I think Price is true a win. So I might shock a few people. I'm asking for Darren Price to get the win against UK. I just think them hooping qualifiers the day before might take a lot out of his performance. And I'm the as for the store, I'll do 6-3. 6-3 is quite a bit too much, actually. No, 6-4. I'll do 6-4 to Darren Price against UK. In my opinion, I think UK. It will just affect UK in the end. So I'll do 6-4 to Darren Price. So my semi-finals will be Michael Smith. My semi-finals will be Michael Smith against Mike Van Derwen, and Luke Humphries against Darren Price. Michael Smith against Mike Van Derwen. I think this is just said it's done be a ding dong all the way through between them two. Smith will win one night, then same Van Derwen will win one night. So I'm done for Smith. I see. I'm done for Smith to win this time on night 3, and I'm actually done a door for. I'll go for a 6-4 win to Michael Smith against Mike Van Derwen. And Michael Smith to reach his second final of the Premier League for me. And the other semi-final is Luke Humphries against Darren Price. I'm going to go for Humphries to beat Darren Price for me. I'm going to go for 6-3. Or am I? Yeah, I'm going to go 6-3. A 6-3 win for Luke Humphries against Darren Price. In that one, which makes my final for night 3, Michael Smith against Luke Humphries, and I think Luke Humphries will get a night win for me. I expect him to kick on now, especially after reaching the final in night 2. I'm going for Luke Humphries to beat Michael Smith in the night 3 final. I'm going I think it's going to be a classic, though. I do think it will be a classic final, actually. I'm going to 6-5 for Luke Humphries to beat Michael Smith in my night 3 final. So that is my night 2 review of the Premier League Darts, my night 3 preview and predictions. Feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Take care, stay safe, and see you all